Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to episode 8 of the X-Files. I got confused my episode numbers then. I just want to say thank you to a couple of the comments I got on the last episode, because I have been kind of debating dropping this series, not because I'm not enjoying it, because I love the X-Files, and well, at least I did when I first watched it years ago, and that's kind of what this rewatch through was all about. But like I say, it wasn't overly a popular series, so the couple of comments I got in the last video were really nice. There's people just saying how that they're enjoying the series. I really appreciate that you're taking the time not just to watch it, but to actually listen to what I've got to say and to comment. So it does mean a lot. So at least for now, we're carrying on. Last episode was Ghost in the Machine, and I really enjoyed that episode. I mean, I don't like I say, I'm not getting a lot of comments in terms of people's opinions of specific episodes, so I don't know if it's a popular one because it's like AI technology. I know that I'm very weird with technology in that I don't mind it, but like smart houses and all that kind of stuff, it's just, I don't want technology to rule my life. As much as I watch TV, I play my PlayStation 4, I record for YouTube, so I do rely on technology a lot. I don't know, there's just elements of those kind of things which just is a bit too much for me personally, but hey. Also, if it's a little bit darker than I normally have it, I've said it on a few videos, but we're getting towards winter, I don't have as much daylight to use, so we'll just see how we get on. This episode is called Ice, and I'm actually so excited to watch this one, really excited to watch this one, because I remember it was very much kind of claustrophobic. It's about these people in like this wind, this like snowy. I don't know what word I'm thinking of. But essentially, if you watch The Thing, like the John Carpenter's The Thing, it's very similar to that sort of isolated, snowy outpost. And I remember there just being a lot of paranoia, but I can't remember exactly what from. I just remember it was very much like we don't know who to trust, we don't know what's going on, and I just remember it being very tense at times. So I'm going to jump straight into Ice to find out what it's about. If you are enjoying these reactions, please make some comments down below about the episodes, just to let me know your opinion so we can have a bit of a discussion maybe, or just so that I can kind of judge my opinion against other people's. Like I know on other shows like Supernatural, there's episodes that I really enjoy that other people have, and episodes that I like that other people don't. So I like that kind of what's the word I'm looking for? I cannot think today. I like that kind of knowledge and kind of discussion, I suppose. So yeah, let's jump into Ice. Alaska. There's something so freaky about just isolated snowy outposts, you don't think? Because there's no help for miles around. It's such cold temperatures that it's hard to function. I don't know, they just scare me, things like this. Okay. A few dead people. Always great sign.
We're not who we are.
We're not who we are. Mm?
It goes no further than this.
Oh! Are they possessed or are they just gone loco? Oh. Well. So something's clearly driving them crazy, to the point where not only are they killing each other, they're killing themselves as well. That's what I was going to say. That's what it kind of reminds me of The Shining, one of my favourite films of all time. I know Stephen King has problems with the adaptation, whatever. But the actual film, the isolation, the cold, the snow, the cabin fever, I love that. So I kind of get those kind of vibes when I see people trapped in like snowy climates and stuff. I love that film.
The samples they removed contain trapped gases, dust, chemicals. Evidence that could reveal the structure of the Earth's climate back to the dawn of man.
Oh, okay.
Their work was a success.
It's funny how many horror films start with
No reports or indications
people drilling into ice and uncovering something like long forgotten.
Dr. De Silva? Dr. Hodge?
It's crazy seeing how many people that I know from other shows. Like, that's Lynette from Desperate Housewives to me. The other guy, him, is... I can't remember his name, was he was in 24? Oh my god! It's
Then I'm the one flying.
any Buffy fans out there? He played 2 characters in Buffy.
Provisions are loaded.
Yeah, he played Zachary Kralik and what's he called? Rack. He's got such a distinctive face and voice.
You don't like.
So when he played Zachary Kralik in Buffy, like this crazy vampire that lost his mind, he was great. You would have to pay me a lot of money to go to like an isolated outpost in the snowy tundra. I don't do cold very well. What am I looking at? They've obviously found something in the ice. But what?
The generator.
Don't hurt the doggo.
Hold it down.
Don't kill it, don't kill it, don't kill it, don't kill it. Dogs are better than people, don't kill it. Hopefully they've just put it to sleep.
Get that jacket off. Just give me the stuff. I'll do it myself.
Is it like some sort of virus?
Rabies?
Rabies? Oh, look at it.
Look at this.
They can.
Black nodules, swollen lymph nodes.
Symptoms of bubonic plague.
We'll do a blood test. We'll take it from there.
Can I remind me of those bites from
It's got a skin irritation around its
episode 1
neck.
where they weren't bites? Do you know what I mean? Those little
Looks like it's been scratching off.
mosquito bites that Scully had. Oh!
Look at this. Look at this.
What the hell?
Some sort of parasite? Is it inside him now? God, they appeared quick. Christ. So I'm thinking at the moment it was a parasite or a virus of some sort.
It's clear these men killed
It's
one
transferred by
another.
bite.
There are
blood
contusions
contact,
around
maybe?
the throat.
Looks like they were drilling inside a meteor crater.
No, you're wrong. It's impossible.
I analyzed 2 samples.
Meteor. So
What did you find?
this
There
is something
seems
from
to be
another
the
planet.
presence of ammonium hydroxide in Richter's blood sample.
It's not possible. Ammonia would vaporize at human body temperature.
I checked all the air filtration systems.
Mm-hmm.
I found no evidence of any such toxins.
I have. In the ice. And that's not all there is.
Foreign object was introduced into that.
The meteor that they drilled into
Tell me that's not a foreign object.
has this thing inside of it. God, can you imagine all the stuff that's actually under the ice and
That same
from
thing is
millions of years ago, or other planets? Oh, freaks me out. The show's giving me so many existential crises.
That's kind of a leap.
Crises? Crises.
And I ain't waiting around until we do.
Yeah, why don't you tell someone and try and get this
I think
nipped in the
we can
bud?
go back. There's no reason why we'd be infected. We've taken all the necessary biological safeguards.
The dog did bite Bear.
It jumped Mulder too.
Hey, look, there's only one way to proceed.
Whoever believes we should confine Bear until he agrees to an examination.
It's started already, isn't it? The paranoia, the turning against each other. And even though at the moment everyone's calm,
Bear,
it's
just want to check you out.
one's got a
If
gun
we don't
pulled
find any
out,
trace of the
one's getting angry.
virus, we'll all
This is
die.
how it starts. No! Get him, Scully! Kick his ass.
Oh my god.
Oh! Oh, that looks painful.
Scalpel. I'm cutting it out. Hold still.
Uh.
Just another second. You're gonna be okay.
It's a really good effect, though. Oh, God. That stuff that it's squirting, has it got on anybody?
He's dead.
Poor guy. God, that sounded so insincere. Yeah, he didn't deserve to die, though.
Well, a parasite shouldn't want to kill its host.
No, it doesn't kill you until it's extracted. Then it releases a poison.
So you're saying
That
it's
black
possible
thing,
the worm
right.
makes you want to kill other people. which is maybe what happened to the first team.
But I was really itchy today, so I had to cut out that last bit. But they were saying that the guys killed themselves at the beginning
Double checking.
because they knew if they let it get out, it would kill more people. So they actually killed themselves to protect everyone. So the parasite didn't make them kill themselves, but it made them kill each other. That makes sense.
What the hell are you trying to say?
Let's all just settle down. It's been a long, hard day.
Everyone's getting a little tired, very scared, very touchy,
Got a good reason.
and
Maybe
paranoid.
we should all get some sleep. Before anyone passes judgment, may I remind you, we are in the Arctic.
It's interesting to see Scully, he's always the calm one, the one in control, and with all the answers, is also scared and barricading herself in a room. I mean, ironic timing to talk about it, but if you all stay apart from each other, you all keep to your rooms, then you can't transfer the virus to each other, or the parasite. Oh. Who killed him?
Mulder, what are you doing?
Murphy's dead.
That doesn't look good.
You killed him.
I found him like
My money's on
this.
her.
The doors closed. I came out to
Because
check
he's
it
so
out.
suspect. I can't speak
What are
today.
you?
Turn around.
The paranoia.
Back on anyone. As far as I'm concerned, you're all infected.
Hodge is right. We ought to lock him up. Mulder,
Scully, get that gun off me.
Mulder, you have to understand.
Put it down.
Put it down first.
Scully.
Don't shoot each other.
It's me.
Mulder, you may not be who you are.
I don't like that line. They would all be safer if they Well, I was going to say if they isolate, but they kind of were doing that at night because they're all sleeping in separate rooms. And that dude got killed, so fuck my logic.
No, damn it, what did I just get through telling you? You just infected already infected blood. Now we have to start all over again.
I made a mistake. You don't have to yell at me.
Wasted hours of work.
Okay, well then maybe
It was one drop of blood. Chill out.
Hot.
They've killed each other.
What?
Look at
Nice.
this.
Really bad CGI, but
Will not tolerate another invading
what it's
of
meant
yours.
to show is quite good. We don't know what that means for the host. Oh, the dog. Okay. I was like, I said that. But what if the doggo dies? Oh. Seems like it survived though, which is good news. Don't you check the whole body, not just the back of his neck? Why the back of the neck though? Because on Bear, the marks were in his armpit. Weren't they? With the dog, they were in the dog's
this is
armpit.
the last one.
Lead the way.
They all just sound so paranoid. Don't let them walk behind you because they can hit you on the head. Don't do it. Just a thought. It reminds me of Animorphs with it. I told you it was her! I knew it! Kill her. Stab her. Shoot her. Oh my god. You need to get that worm from the floor, wherever it is, and go and put it inside her. Okay. So, as far as we know, all the worms are dead.
All stops right here.
However, X-Files being X-Files, they normally have a little hint right at the end where there's one more somewhere.
45 minutes after they evacuated us, they torched the place. There's nothing left.
That sounds like a cover-up to me.
The military? Centers for Disease Control? You ought to know.
So did they actually torch the place, or did they keep specimens, keep data, keep information to use
It's
themselves.
still there, Scully. 200,000 years down. In the ice.
Leave it there.
Okay, so I just had an interesting thought. I don't fully know how to articulate what I'm thinking, but my thought was that Mulder and Scully haven't really stopped anything yet. Fully, completely. And I know that's a really weird thing to say because there's, like this one, for example, the worms that are still in the ice. There's no way they can go down and get all the worms that are in there because they're so buried deep and there could be billions of them, we don't know. So they can't do that. Obviously, they stopped the problem in the Alaskan place because obviously there's no more worms there. And they did do a little cliffhanger where there was one still found hidden away somewhere. But I was just thinking, like, minus the government stuff, because obviously all the aliens are still out there. Or are they? I'm trying to think of, like, the actual Monster of the Week episode. So, Squeeze, Toombs is still alive and looks like he's plotting his escape in the prison. Episode 4 was Conduit, that was aliens again. Jersey Devil, there's still another one out there in the forest. Shadows, that ghost thing guy is still present and still protecting the woman. Ghost in the Machine, the AI is still up and running because we saw it rebooting at the end. And Ice, there's still worms in the ice. I mean, like I say, with this one, there's no way they could probably eradicate it. But it's just interesting that that's a little thought of that there's been no sort of like closure. Like we've finally stopped and put an end to this problem forever. Because there was always like a little sting in the tail with the X-Files, like the little cliffhangers, like in Jersey Devil, where there was another person in the forest, or with Squeeze when he was in the prison and saw the little hole that he can escape from. So at the moment, as it stands, they've actually not put a stop to any problems whatsoever. But obviously they stopped little problems along the way, but yeah. You know what I mean? Does that make any sense? I think I'm just talking out my ass a little bit, but leave a comment if you know what I mean. But back to this episode, Ice, really good. Probably one of the best episodes so far, maybe minus Squeeze. And presuming that I get through and finish season 1, I'll do some sort of video after I finish season 1, where I either rank all the episodes, or what I'm more than likely going to do is what I've done with Supernatural and what I'm doing with Buffy, is doing like what's called a bracket fight. So essentially you get like episode 1, episode 2, and you decide which is the best, and that one moves on to the next round. And then you decide between 3 and 4, and that moves on to the next round. And then whatever's won those two, and you boil it all down, so you get like your favourite episode and your least favourite episode if I do it the reverse. So I'll probably do that at the end of the season, because I struggle to rank like 22 episodes. This one's got 24, so we'll see. But I thought it was a really strong episode. I really enjoyed all the stuff that I kind of talked about throughout. Like the paranoia, the claustrophobia, the stuck in a specific location. It's something that I've talked about in other shows when they do episodes that all take place in like one building, one room. I enjoy those so much more because I like that enclosed claustrophobic tension that you get from it, that you can't escape, you can't run. There isn't the easy solution of let's just go somewhere else, let's go and get the police, let's go and get weapons. Everything that they can possibly do is within the confines of that outpost that they were in. And it was just really freaky. Like, I don't like the worm things. Like, if anyone's ever read Animorphs, which is another thing that I grew up reading, and they have like these little parasites called Yeerks, which like aliens that possess people or like take over their like control the bodily functions in the brain and stuff, and they go in through the ear. They're like little slugs that come in through the ears, and I never liked that growing up. So just that kind of like thought of like worms wriggling in my ears. Do you like sometimes when you get like little bugs that you feel like going to your ear, you're like and you start freaking out. And that sort of feeling watching this. But the actual tension throughout was really well done and really strong. That for at least a large part of the episode, we don't know who was infected, and to me it was kind of obvious that it wasn't going to be Mulder and Scully. But there's no reason why it couldn't have been them. Maybe that's just like a memory in the back of my head from years ago. But I thought it was kind of going to be too obvious that it was Mulder because he was the one that was acting kind of crazy and pointing a gun at people. And the moment where him and Scully pointing a gun at each other was great. Great tension between two characters that we've got to know and love, at least over the first 8 episodes. And we know they have a good relationship and a good bond. So to see them pointing a gun at each other and screaming at each other, it's kind of scary, right? I kind of thought it was going to be the blonde lady's character, who I'm going to call Lynette, because that's just what I know her as mostly from 8 years of Desperate Housewives. Because it made it so... They pointed like all the fingers at the other dude, the guy from 24, that it kind of seemed a bit too obvious that it was going to be him. So to me, it was like, well, it's going to be her. So, But just, I don't really know what to say because there's so much to say about the episode that I don't know what to say. But I just thought it was a really well done episode. Like the script was tight, the location was well designed, claustrophobic, tense. It felt cold, if that makes sense, because the environment they're in. The sound design was really good on the noise outside, which made them feel more trapped because you could hear the wind like beating against like the walls and the windows and stuff. And just all the way throughout, there was just uneasy, nervous, who's infected, who's next, who's gonna die, sort of feel to it. And whilst I had the thought of, well, if they just isolate themselves, it will solve the problem. They did try doing that where they all slept in separate rooms, and the dude who listened to the football matches got killed. So that was a stupid idea on my part. But I don't really know what to say. Overall, brilliant episode. I'll probably think of more stuff the second I press stop on the recording or when I'm editing it. I'm like, oh, I should have mentioned this. Should have mentioned this. But I thought it was really good. Really exciting episode. Really tense episode. And yeah, just really strong. Let me know what you thought of the episode in the comments below. And let me know what you thought of the reaction. I think this is quite a popular episode among fans of Season 1. But yeah, please let me know and leave some comments down below. As always, guys, my name is Scott. Hope you're well and taking care of yourselves and staying safe, being sensible, and wearing a mask. And if you need to isolate, don't spread any parasites or viruses. Thank you for watching, guys. If you like more of my content, please check out some of the videos on my right. Subscribe if you enjoyed it. Leave some comments down below. I'll see you all in episode 10. No, 9. 9. My brain is just somewhere else today. See you all in episode 9. Take care, guys.